like, this is awful. He's not good. He's shy. This is, we have bet the farm and this is a disaster. And then, they kind of kept filming and eventually he sort of found his own voice and found this unique thing. So I think lots of times people see a diamond in the rough and it's hard because you think about Seinfeld. People forget Seinfeld was the biggest dumpster fire for like 3 or 4 seasons. No one watched. It had horrible fucking ratings. No one cared. It was like they had to fill the programming time. So they stuck with it. And then by season 4 or 5, it became this cult favorite. I think a lot of times these executives bet the farm on these people. They go, no, she's going to be great. We've got to give it time. But the problem is like, you almost have to start the race now, like 2 laps in. You know what I'm saying? If you're running a mile, you've almost got to start at the halfway mark now, like with these people, because
how do you do that?
How do you do? How?
I mean, if you think about it, like you look at like an Erica Jane, I don't care if you hate her, but you look at like a Dorinda, like why do they get it so right from the start so many times? And then others, listen, Garcelle Bouvet is exactly what a housewife and then they
no, go ahead.
And then they just get it wrong so many other times.
Because to me, those women already started at the half-mile mark. Erica was training for this for a long time. She and Tom, after 20 years or 10 years or whatever of supporting Tom, they had made the conscious decision they were going to make her a singer. Did they set out to be on reality TV? No, but I think they were open to whatever came about. I mean, we all know this. Erica, before the show, was performing all over West Hollywood at every gay bar that would let her up.
New York City, honey.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, you're beginning to get, it's like Renna, Garcelle, they're actresses. They get the game before. You take a doctor.
And like Dorinda, the husband and like Hillary Clinton, like Dorinda was in a certain circle. Like she wasn't like, ooh, a camera, I'm famous. Ooh, I'm so excited. Like, you know what I mean? Like she was already in a certain, it's so hard. Yeah. It's hard.
And I think from Ebony's point of view, like with an Ebony, it's hard because she's an attorney and she's on television. Well, I still work for a TV affiliate. Thank God I don't have to do real journalism. But I mean, if that's your background, you're used to giving the facts, being factual, not being, a character of yourself. And I think for Ebony, it's like, these are the facts, you guys are racially insensitive or whatever. And it's like, you're right. But then that's not, it's like, you've got to almost become an actress. And I think the people that are already in training are great. Dr. Jen, it's like,
you just have to have it in. Like I've said before, if I got a reality show, I'd be there for 10 years. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like,
you have it or you don't.
It is a job. It is a job. And like, yeah, like, and listen, in Bravo's defense, like you can't tell if someone really has that. Like you don't know, but you should know. Like if you're, I don't know, you just should know. You know what I mean? So, but like, I know in myself what I'm capable of as a human being and what I just can't do. And like, so for me, it's like, no, I have it. Like I would know what to do, but right. Like Erica just knew, like it's not acting, but you just know. Like we talk about Giselle to bring it home. Like she just knows,
Totally.
And that's where like, I don't know if, listen, it's going to be a very important season for Mia. I mean, I don't even know Wendy, Dr. Wendy, she tries so hard. She tries, she wants this so hard.
She wants it so bad. And to me, Wendy has a better shot than Mia, I think.
Yeah.
Although Mia,
I actually agree.
Mia seems to have more genuine drama. I mean, the mom situation, I wouldn't be shocked if she and her husband are in some sort of like, I don't know, kind of arranged marriage or arrangement. I mean, Mia to me has a little bit more salacious drama, but I'm not sure Mia gets it in the way Miss Osefo is ready. Mrs.
But
Osefo is ready to bring it.
But honestly, like God, like if I were in casting, so like last night I went out with my good friend Kim D. We're at like the Mark Hotel, Cafe Carlisle, Upper East Side, quintessential Sonia Morgan, Ramona. This is their backyard. Like, and I was like looking around, and there was these two girls, and they were like gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. We are talking like they have the Birkin, they're just, you could see the money, and then they're sitting with their two husbands. One husband was cuter than the other, but neither of them were fucking lookers. I mean, probably around the same age. The guys are probably like maybe late 30s, and the girls are maybe like mid 30s. And I'm just like, these girls look like they were just two of them, which they're two such good friends. And I'm like, who isn't interviewing them and asking them who they know? You know what I mean? Like,
Mr. Young, Tiff, maybe this is a sign you should be a producer.
But like, there's like, well, there's a lot of signs I should be a producer, but like, there's like,
we got to produce together.
There's like, you know what I mean? Like, just so it's like, if I would have gone up to them afterwards and said, like, have you guys ever thought of this? And here's my card, and let's talk. And no, that doesn't mean they're going to be good, but like, there is these women exist in New York. They exist. And you mean to tell me that you don't know? And listen, and I said this before, I go with the family. I want to find two rich bitch sisters. Start with them being like racially diverse. Let's start there. Like, so let's worry about casting the white women around them, but find gorgeous, thin, dressed to the nines. Like, I'm sorry, this is what people want. Like, I'm not, oh my God, I'm not being like, but like, I mean, I don't care, but people want to see, look, there's a formula that existed in TV forever. I'm thrilled that it's changing and opening up, and it works for a lot of things. But I just think for Housewives, like the formula is still, and so I think you need to find that in two sisters, in where it's messy. Like, you look at like Kyle and Kim, you look at like Jersey with Kathy and Rosie and Teresa and Melissa. I think a family, and now we have Kathy. Yeah, I just think you start with there and you build. And you mean to tell me you can't find this in New York? Like, work harder. Work harder. I mean, it's very hard. It is. Like, I'm not, but the clock is ticking. So, and yes, a lot of people don't want to do it. They don't. But people are fame whores. You could find somebody.
Oh my God, who doesn't want to be on television? I mean, television changes everything for the better. I don't know anyone. I mean, if you work it right, there is no show that you can be on there that it is a downside. I mean, it's so, I don't care if you're on Fuckboy Island. I mean, you can emerge from Fuckboy Island and make your career, and people love any ounce of fame. Your business is not good. I mean, unless you want to become the Pope, I mean, there's just no downside. And even that.
Well, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not body shaming. I'm just saying, I think this is the formula that people want to see. I personally love the fact that Ramona Singer is approaching 70. I would love for Housewives to stay in the 50s and 60s only. I love it. I don't, so I mean, and same thing with all different body sizes, but I just think if you want to just, I mean, listen, you have, you have one shot. Like New York, if New York does not come back, recast, and blow it out of the water the same way Salt Lake did. And look, people are not negative. People are, whatever your preconceived notion to be negative is, it goes out the window when you love it, right? Like Salt Lake, you have no chance. Like, hands up, like I surrender. It's fucking brilliant. So
I don't even care that it's in Salt Lake. You know what I mean? To me, it's so natural. Like, I love that it's there. It doesn't,
like, people want, they want to look at Roni with like a critical, but it doesn't matter. If you come back and knock it out of the park, people are going to be like, it's brilliant, but it has such potential to go wrong. And it's like, you got to monitor this. And as you're filming, I mean, that's why Dallas was canceled, as Tiffany Moon said here. Like, they just were filming the new cast and they're like, it's not working. Yeah. So, I mean, you got to cast it and you got to watch. And let me tell you, don't, like, whoever's not working there 3 weeks in, you got to replace them like they have to, this has to be Game of Thrones if they want their Roni to work. I don't think anyone's going to get a contract. I think it's going to be like, let's film and see who's a friend and who's not a friend, and who doesn't even make the cutting. I think that they're going to have to take a big group and
Mm,
really figure it out as they
so
film.
good.
That's what I do.
All right, David.